Because we're not listeners. We're silent movie watchers. Thoughtful critics. The Dark Knights.
That was the weirdest intro ever, but I want to keep it. But anyways, welcome to Work in Progress Movie Podcast. I guess we decided to go ahead and call this the Dark Knight special.
Yes.
But take two.
Before you continue, so I don't know if my listeners realized this last time, but I do have a psychic now powers, and I'm going to say, I'm going to have to go on a limb here, but I'm listening to the spirits, and I believe that you used to watch this with your uncle, and I believe that you did not like this movie or the series. Am I right?
So in other words, we've already recorded this episode once.
Yeah, there goes
the
movie illusion.
Thanks to Josh's lack of knowledge of mics. I'm just kidding. New equipment, testing out new stuff. Didn't work out the first time, so here's take two.
Penny did it.
It was all Penny's fault. She hit a button on the mixer and it didn't work out.
God damn it, Penny.
But yeah, so this is a special where we go back and talk about all the Dark Knight films. I don't know if I hope y'all would listen to the second episode, which was The Dark Knights.
One of the best.
Technically. And we talked about all about all the Batman movies, live action. And it was just like a quick little conversation, just a little fun nerding out moment. And we decided to go back and redo those films and just talk about them one by one. And today we're going to be talking about the Batman, the movie, made back in 1966 with Adam West and who's Robin?
Burt Ward.
There you go.
I said it 7 times yesterday.
Yeah, still don't remember it.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
But, so, quick little one. That was our intro. And hopefully y'all seen this movie. I don't know. I wouldn't hate y'all if y'all did, so it's fine.
I wouldn't hate y'all if y'all did. I mean, the whole point of this conversation, I proposed this to you a while back. The whole reason why is because episode 2 is still one of my favorites because of the fact how passionate we both are about Batman. And like I had mentioned, this is probably one of the worst Batman movies out there in terms of all of them, but I still enjoy them. I still like watching these, even though they're technically bad and they're not true to the character of Batman. It's still a good time for me. So this is why I proposed him, because it's just a back and forth conversation between us and about two passionate Batman fans.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, and I think that's what really makes this movie kind of hard to talk about. It's like we're having this conversation for the first time, but we're not, so this is funny.
Try to change up the dialect a little bit from last night.
There's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about that we did not talk about last night, so...
Yeah. So I do have a fun fact that I learned, apparently, about this movie that I did not know. So Batman is listed at 6'2". Mm-hmm. And of every single actor, Adam West is the only one to actually be 6'2".
How tall is Ben Affleck? Isn't
Apparently
he 6'1"?
Not 6'2". He's like 6'1", I think.
6'1".
But I know he's taller, but he's not 6'2".
I think he was the tallest outside of like all the other ones, but yeah, that's probably right.
Adam West is the only one true to the character. So that by far, now we can declare Adam West is the best Batman.
That's not an accurate statement in any way, shape, or form.
Fun fact.
But
see, that adds to last night because I didn't know that last night. So there you go. We got new content. You're welcome.
I think all of this is technically new. So
well, for them it's new. For us, it's like, damn it.
We've already had this conversation.
Like deja vu again.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. So out of curiosity, why did you like this film?
So I like this film because it brings back nostalgia. If for those that have listened to all the podcasts, if you can't tell by now, I like a lot of the children's movies and all that. Like I like nostalgia. This has a soft place in my heart.
It's because he still hasn't hit puberty.
Well, that too. But anyway, at least my balls dropped compared to you. But anyway, this film, I have fond memories because I remember watching this film before the series. I remember watching it on Saturday mornings back when Saturday morning cartoons were still a thing and TV Land still did stuff with my parents. So we would watch the Batman show. And yes, it's tacky. And yes, it's intentionally goofy. That's what they were going for, though, back at the time. I mentioned a few of these back in the day, but most of you guys won't probably know this. I'm an old guy at heart, but HR Puffin stuff was very like this kind of style. Sigmund the Sea Monster. I can't remember the show with the genie and the beach and all that. Like those are your typical shows on this time period. So this fits the time period perfectly for a kid waking up on a Saturday morning with my dad. So this forever will have an impact on me. And as far as pop culture goes, I know you disagree with this statement, but I completely and wholeheartedly agree that without this series, Batman would not have become popularized as it is now. Yes, it was still a popular comic, but this series helped get to the Michael Keaton side. This series got to, what we know today as our Batman, but this helped get it to that point. Just like Elvis. Without Elvis, there'd be no rock and roll we know today. So, yes, I compared this movie to Elvis. Deal with it. Thoughts? I know you're going to disagree with every statement I just said.
I have like so much shit I want to say.
Go ahead.
But out of respect of Elvis, I will not say that.
You shut your mouth on Elvis. Elvis is a saint.
No, I mean,
rock and roll.
I was gonna make a joke in regards to Elvis and this, but can't do that to a guy that's not here.
Yeah, he's dead. Come on, man.
I was like, that's what I said. I was like, out of respect to him, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I very much disagree with everything you just said. The comics have always been popular. I read the comics way before even saw this movie or even cared for this movie. I still don't care for this movie. Yes, my uncle is the reason why I watched this film because he loved the show so much when he was growing up.
So I was psychic.
No, you already had this conversation with me yesterday, so shut up.
Oh, maybe psycho, but.
But anyways, and plus we're not recording at 1 o'clock in the morning like we did before.
Oh yeah, I'm not as tired as I was last night.
Yeah.
Give it another 30 minutes, or continue talking.
Yeah. Hold on.
What? Please tell me we'll have to re-record again.
No, we shouldn't. It's still recording here.
Oh God, thank God.
It was the internet. It went out. That's what threw me off.
It goes out for like a second, then comes back.
That's the only thing that scared me. I was just like, it should still record without it.
I mean, it's a program.
Yeah, I was like, it still says it's recording, and I see a timer at the very top still recording.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Hopefully.
Anyway.
Anyways,
if
it doesn't, we're just never doing this film again.
Yeah, if it doesn't, we're just skipping this film. This is a destiny not to do this film.
Exactly, just like how it shouldn't exist. But yeah, so this
You disagree with my statement?
Yes, and that's regards to I feel like we would still have what we had even if this did not exist because of the comics itself. The comics are what.
So you think Keaton would have still happened at some point?
Yeah,
Tim
I still
Burton.
think
Okay.
because that matches more of what the comics was. I don't know specifically what Tim Burton's idea was when it came into watching this or not watching this. Sorry,
he definitely was going to make this darker. He saw this movie, and I know he saw this movie, and he definitely was going to take the darker, true.
Yeah, see, so that's why I see it. It's just like I don't see it as like this has anything to do with that. And
I still think it was like he wanted to challenge it because this is what remember we never knew the things we knew today about the darkness and everything. With that, like this was like okay, we've got a foundation. Let's build a house out of that foundation. That's where we have it led to the Michael Keaton, technically, what was universe, if you will, and then it led to the Christian Bale universe, and then yeah.
I see this more of like that was already built, and you put on
With the comics?
Yes, and then you put like certain curtains on, and you're like, no, it just doesn't go with it. So let's try these curtains.
See, I see,
and that's how I see the films.
I see a foundation, and then you see like your own little apartment, and then there's another little apartment, and another little apartment. I'm just trying to make up analogies. I'm just trying to one up you.
No. This Batman is like the curtains that you threw away because they just didn't go with what you want.
I still like his pow.
I can't stand those like punches.
It's so iconic though.
The pow does not bother me. It's so bad at trying to hit people punches.
Oh yeah, no, that's just a '60s thing. Though.
Yeah,
that's just a bad acting thing. Yes, and even they knew because another fun fact: I read that the Penguin thought he was going to take the character more seriously, like he wanted to kill Batman in the show. But they're like, you don't understand the show, do you? Like this is a children's show. So
yeah,
when you said it, which is going to actually lead to my next question. Obviously, we already asked this. I already know the answer, but because our listeners don't know, who is your favorite character?
My favorite character is the Penguin. He's the first one. Yep. Yep. The walk, the suit,
I like it.
top hat.
It's cool.
What is that? A cigar? What is he smoking?
It's like a little cigar.
It's like the old thing that like Cruella de Vil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool looking.
That and all of his equipment is just really funny. But yeah, his that's always hilarious.
P.N. Gwyn.
Yeah. He bought a
submarine.
submarine under the name of P.N. Gwyn.
Don't know who that could be.
Nope. Military definitely didn't know who it was.
That's still, I watched that scene after last night. I was like, that's so stupid. It's like, I don't know, guy.
I don't know, some guy named Pian Gwyn.
I was like, how did you give that without actually verifying information? It's like, well, I don't know.
I don't know. We don't do our jobs.
They know what they're doing.
We
They know what they have.
We don't do our jobs here.
But I mean, that's kind of how they do now. But hey, that's for another pop. Anyway, my favorite characters are Riddler, just because of how weird and riddly he is. He jacked up the entire plot of the movie because if he had not set out those riddles, the Batman probably would not figured out anything. So, real quick recap, because you're not going to need to know. There's a shark bomb, shark repellent. The United Nations is under attack. They get dehydrated.
They get dehydrated and turn into pixie dust.
Pixie dust, yes.
Colored pixie dust.
Colored pixie dust. And Batman and Robin have to go save the day.
I wonder how they chose the colors.
I have so many jokes, but I cannot make any of these jokes.
Let's avoid those.
But just know they're funny. Anyway, but no, it's that's a debate. It's a debate podcast.
We can't hear them, so
not making those jokes on the podcast. But anyway, no, they knew what they had. What the freak are you doing? Anyway, sorry, my dog is.
Yeah, his dog just growled. You probably won't be able to hear it because these awesome mics are pretty damn good, but.
Yeah, but my dog gets pissed off, and I think they're fighting over a ball.
They are fighting right under my legs.
But anyway, so that's the movie recap. Having said that, Riddler, I love the Riddler. Joker is just, I like the mustache that bleeds through the makeup.
When you mentioned it, I'd never paid attention
before. You
before.
can't unsee it, right?
And now that I watch it, like I watched it again. Well, not I even watched it again, but when we were talking about this last night, and I had it playing in the background. I looked at it and I started laughing because I saw it, and it's just really funny. Like, why didn't he shave it?
I don't know why.
Was it in his contract that he couldn't? Like, I don't understand why he didn't shave it.
It probably was part of his contract. Or maybe
he's like, I'm not going to play this character if I have to shave my mustache.
He was a very Cesar Romero, I think his name was.
Yeah.
But he was a very well-renowned actor, so I think he had other movie gigs, and that's why he couldn't get. It was like his thing. You know, just like Anthony Davis is the mustache. But also Julie Newmar. I loved her Catwoman. I think she's got the femme fatale thing going on. She's dangerous. She plays up to her looks for Bruce.
Yep.
So I love that part.
Yeah, that, like I said before, first time here. She's my second favorite character. Yeah. The meowing, the hissing, the claw action that she does randomly.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious.
The suit looks good too.
The suit is great. Even like her normal civilian clothes that she was wearing, which was like leopard and everything, which is more cheetah, but it was still fine.
Different character.
Yeah.
I think the worst looking suit is Batman's, ironically enough.
Yeah.
Because of the eyebrows.
The eyebrows get like annoy me. His ears that are flappy annoy me.
Yeah.
I mean that's about it. I don't
Robin's
care about
actually looks
else.
better.
Robin's suit is legit. I think
the Boy Wonder.
Yeah, the Boy Wonder. It matches the comics a bit.
I just love every time. Holy,
it's just like it's just funny because like you see, back in the day, the Batman comics, you know, like he came out as a detective comics where he was almost very similar to this, but it was just full black and gray.
Yes.
And it was a little bit more creepy. And then like, you know, he wore his darker suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was around the Golden Age that they decided to make his suit blue.
Yeah, which is what obviously this is
what this is based off with the eyebrows, because he had the eyebrows in that suit too, and that was to accommodate for children, to not be scared of him. So I like it makes sense that that's why they decided to do this. I am interested to see if any other film will go with the blue suit. I doubt they will.
They do it in the games, which it looks fantastic.
The games, yeah, it looks fine because it's a game. But like in the film, when you're trying to be scary, it's just like, who's this fucking?
I'm sure they'll
Blue
do it
Man
at some
Group
point.
man.
At some point, they'll hit it. You just have to do it correctly.
Mm-hmm. You have to give it a good reason for it to be blue.
Yeah, I'd be down to see it though.
Yeah,
especially with if
you make it look cool, then it won't be as judged as before.
True. So, I thought of another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the new based off? It's a sequel off this series. It's actually really good. It's Two-Face versus Batman.
Oh, I have not seen it, but I know what you're talking about. Yes,
it's one of Adam West's last
cartoon.
roles. But it's actually really well done. It's a DC, for those that know, DC does really good on animated films.
Yeah,
they're always top
really
notch. This is another one I highly recommend. It's the same style. It's the same voice actors for everyone who's still alive did the movie, which I thought was crazy. It was awesome. But it's a very well done story. So if you do, for those that like Isaiah, you probably not like this movie because this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is not a really good story. It's kind of there's a lot of plot holes, but it's one of those movies where if you can just sit back and just turn it off for a little bit mentally and just sit back and watch the movie, it's enjoyable. But the Two-Face versus Batman is actually a good story and enjoyable.
Yeah. I've been wanting to watch it, but I've never just pushed myself to do it. That one and the Batman and Ninja Turtle movie, I think that just recently came out too.
I love that one.
I haven't seen that either.
It's good.
But everything else that's based off of the comics I've seen. I'm really excited for the Halloween one. The
Long Halloween.
Yeah, Long Halloween.
That's going to be
Part 1 and 2.
fantastic because they did a really good job outside of the controversial scene. What we know,
From
the Killing Joke. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that because I'm pissed off about that. Plus, that's a popular. Did you see the popular meme that's going on right now?
No.
About Batman, how he's not going to.
Oh. No.
I don't know why that's a thing, but apparently that's on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
About Catwoman.
I heard about that.
That's so stupid.
That is very dumb.
Why would you even bring that up?
I don't know, but
I never thought about that.
Superheroes don't have sex, dude. It's just against the rules, apparently.
Even though Batman's a slut, let's be honest.
No, he's a billionaire playboy, dude.
He's a slut. He sleeps around with whoever he wants, and he's got how many kids, technically?
One.
Well, he had a kid with Catwoman, too.
You talking about Huntress?
No, Catwoman. Yeah. Oh, yes, Huntress.
The
Birds
daughter.
of Prey. Yes.
Okay. Well, it was a different world. So
he's had kids multiple times.
That other one had different.
Yeah. And then he slept with Talia, and he slept with
who is this?
Vicky Vale. He slept with Katie Holmes' character. We can
Katie
go
Holmes' character.
I can't remember her name.
Rachel.
Rachel.
You gotta do it like the voice.
Where's Rachel? Like a motorboat. Where is she?
What?
Like it's a motorboat, so they're like, where is she?
Sounds like you got some phlegm stuck in there.
That'll clear you up. But going back to this movie, actually, I have another question for you compared to different from last night. Turning it off, this show never existed. Or even better, they try to reboot the show right now.
This show specifically?
Yes.
Would not happen.
If this would show up on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, whatever you want, if this were to show up right now, do you think this would be successful?
No, because nobody watches Cartoon Network anymore.
Screw you.
It's got to be a streaming platform.
Cartoon Network is really... No, I'm just kidding.
It has to be a streaming platform now.
Nobody has cable anymore.
Exactly.
So if it's HBO Max.
If it was on HBO Max, I think it would...
It would be popular, I think. Because it's Batman. But
I mean,
if you slap Batman on anything, it's going to be popular.
Maybe... it's kind of hard now because the fact that Adam West is gone.
Well, I mean, not... obviously them, but the same style.
But it's just like that's the thing, and then
goofiness.
people would be like, "You're disrespecting Adam West." Like,
yeah, especially since he's passed away.
so I don't think it would be successful.
You don't think so?
No.
Because of the controversy that would come with it?
No, because people on HBO Max, it's mainly adults. Like, you get a Harley Quinn show that is very much not for kids at all, that is doing phenomenal right now.
It's a fantastic show.
Exactly,
Plus
everyone loves it.
It tackles controversial topics.
And if you get a kid on HBO Max, they're more likely going to click that show and get in trouble.
I mean, that's their fault.
I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see HBO Max as a kid friendly. I mean, and it's funny too because they do have like Sesame Street, I think, or something like that.
Granted, they do have their own Cartoon Network section, but I mean, let's be honest, that's more targeted towards
that's
us for
us.
Nostalgia.
Because we grew up with that stuff.
Yeah, that's some of the best cartoons ever.
Yeah.
So but right now, I can't even tell you what a new cartoon is on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, because I don't.
Because they're garbaggio.
Yeah.
I tried to watch something with my cousin the other day. I was like, this is complete trash.
And it's like Paramount Plus with the Nickelodeon
iCarly
shows. Well, I don't know about that, but I've never seen that. But like the Rugrats and all that.
Yeah, I mean, come on. They're targeting us. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Because we're all at that age where we're all adults. We all spend our own money. Like, we don't have to ask our parents for money anymore.
I mean, I still do, but I'm just kidding. Thanks, Mom. But no, anyway. Yeah, no, for like I said earlier, I'm that guy that will watch these shows. I have yet to watch.
Yeah, I know
Rugrats.
you will. I've heard you watching.
Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic show. I love it.
It was like I never watched it, but I know those voices. Like I just know those voices, like those guys' voices very well because I've seen Good Burger so many times.
Oh, it's the best movie. We need to do that on the podcast at some point. The Good Burger. The burgers look so good in that movie too.
No, they don't.
They do.
The Mondo Burger and all that?
Oh, not the Mondo Burger.
Okay.
No, the Good Burger.
That looks like straight up plastic.
Yeah, no, the Good Burger. How dare you? Wow, we got so off topic.
You brought us here. It's your fault.
We have from Batman to burgers.
Okay, favorite scene.
What did I say last night? I don't remember. I mean, what did I say? My favorite scene? Favorite scene? Oh yeah, that's right. The ending. We're all in the submarine, and they're all just pow pop, and everybody falls off the sub. It's funny because you just see the suits and everything get wrecked, and they're having such a hard time, legitimately having a hard time getting back on the damn sub.
Yeah.
And Julie Newmar's Catwoman is the only one standing at the end. And it's just, to me, it's hysterical just to see. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this is going to cost a lot of money to fix those suits.
Yeah, mine's definitely the scene where Catwoman's pretending to be. Oh, she is. Is she Selena Kyle? No, right? She's like somebody else.
Oh yes, no, she's Selena Kyle.
Okay.
In the bed where Bruce is fighting.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. So yeah, it's Bruce and her on a date. They're all hanging out at his mansion, and then Penguin, Riddler, Joker, and the 3 other goons all come in, and
It's a trap.
yeah, it's a trap. And pretty much it's Batman 1v5. Well, 1v. It's Bruce Wayne 1v6. That's
a
probably
really
the
good
most
job.
Batman thing that they actually show in
He
this
does a really good
entire,
job.
where he actually does fight a whole bunch of people at once.
Somebody goes out the window.
Yep. And then you have Catwoman just like there, like doing her like.
she
It's
changes really fast.
Yeah.
in the
she's like,
Catwoman.
oh crap! I'm supposed to be Selena Kyle.
No.
So she's like, no, I'm just kidding. That's my favorite scene, just because it is the most Batman scene that you actually see there, because he is a brawler
Yeah.
fighting,
It is funny though.
and it took all 6 guys to jump on him to finally get him.
I mean, he's Batman.
Yeah,
Even though this is not your typical Batman, he's still Batman.
yeah,
I just want to see the multiverse movies tackle this movie. I just want to be like randomly, like one of the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, just have an Adam West Batman show up and like, you know,
mm-hmm.
you know that meme.
yeah.
They should do that for Batman. You can do that with the Flash.
Good.
I mean, they really kind of are, but
Yeah, this film, it's got a whole bunch of random shit. You got the shark repellent, which was one of the dumbest scenes I've ever seen.
most iconic though because we all talk about it.
Yeah, I know. It's because
For
it's
bad
so
reasons.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Just like Sharknado, baby.
It's just a shark attached to Batman's leg, and
See-
he's just like, bring me the shark repellent.
If Sharknado attacked Gotham, they were covered.
Yeah, with the shark repellent. It's funny.
What? And he carries that on his buckle.
I have no idea. Did he not have his buckle? He had in the.
The copter, right?
Was it in the buckle? No.
I thought it was in the buckle.
No, I thought Robin gave it to him from the chopper.
Still, why do you have it in the
I don't know
chopper?
why. I'm surprised you don't have it on the boat.
Oh, that's right. That's not even the damn boat.
It's on the chopper. Yeah, and then the boat's just casually sitting there, like.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, here's Batman's boat. Only he can use it though.
We talked about that, how the boat, the car, the chopper, and just
Everything's
random
just there.
places. Yeah,
Yeah.
the chopper's like in the
And
airport.
it's like left alone.
Yeah, no one's gonna. You'd expect nobody. Then again, it is the '60s, different time.
Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't have this way as much security as we do now. Didn't have a guy just popping up or whatever. And you had brought up a good comment last night too about how this Batman is probably the only one that's actually viewed positively and not a vigilante.
Yeah, everyone loves this Batman from at the very beginning of the film. You just see everyone like, oh man, look at Batman going to go do his job, and they're all smiling and waving at him.
Good job, Batman.
Yeah, like that's all it is positivity for him. He's got the phone
He
to
does.
call them. He doesn't have a back signal. He just calls them off the phone.
Yeah. Oh man, good times.
He's like, can I have your digits, dude?
Also, one of my other favorite scenes is sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, the bomb one is funny.
I love the
Like
bomb.
it's one of the dumbest scenes, but it's also like a funny one where I'm like, okay, like this is
Yeah,
fine.
It's clearly, yeah.
Because he's just running around with the bomb for like 10 minutes straight. Apparently, it doesn't blow up.
There's
and
like
then
a
he
one
can't.
parade going on. There's
And
some
then the
ducks in the
nuns.
damn water. And then the nuns. It's like, God damn it.
The ducks one's pretty funny.
I love the duck one. And then he gets rid of it. It cuts away. Explosion. And Burt Ward's Robin's like, Batman. And he just shows up randomly behind him. It's like,
Look, where have we been?
where are you this entire time, Robin?
Holy Polaris!
Holy jokes effects.
Holy sardines!
Holy guacamole. That's
There's
actually
one more.
that was one of the best restaurants growing up as a kid. Holy guacamole.
I've never been there.
It was a Chinese restaurant and a Mexican restaurant buffet.
Interesting.
That needs to say it's closed, but that was my shit as a kid.
I think for me, like, it's just funny because, like, oh man, there was one more that I'm pretty sure I wrote down. I don't know if I have it here.
Which part?
There was another holy something. I know I wrote it down because I thought it was funny.
Oh, you know what the other thing is?
When they kidnap Batman and they're all on the brooms and he's like, "Holy Halloween!"
Holy, they should have said Holy Long Halloween.
No.
One of my other favorite parts too is at the very ending where they rehydrate everybody. Everybody's arguing. So this is the other thing. When they're dehydrating them, the conversations, the arguments at the UN don't stop. Again, I believe that's a metaphor for something that we're, I'm not gonna go politics. But anyway, when they rehydrate, then they get right back to arguing, and then it's like Robin's like, "What we do? We're gonna go out the window, very calm and quietly," and they just climb down out the window for some reason, not just go out the front door.
Yeah, they just ignore the fact that they got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if they got turned into pixie dust.
Yeah, though they're not aware, but still, it's just I every time it's just like, okay, what if you're gonna why not go to the clearly easy front door? But you gotta look cool.
Yeah. It's like, did you have anything else you want to bring up?
Why do you hate this movie?
Why do I hate this film?
Yeah.
Because it's a kids' film to me.
Why do you suck at life? Why are the way that you are?
It's like we said. Remember, this conversation we have with every film is my biggest deal about films is
you hate everything.
I was like, I like a good story, and I like good music. This does not have either besides the Batman theme song. That's
I was gonna say,
just that.
Don't you diss the Batman theme song.
Throughout the entire film, there's no score that is interesting in here. The story itself, you've already admitted it, it's stupid.
It's not that bad. It's bad. It's bad.
It's a really bad story.
Yeah.
And that's just my biggest deal. Is I love a great story.
Whereas I love tackiness. I love purposely tacky movies. And
you love bad movies.
Yeah, I mean, I've loved some really bad movies, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a purposely bad movie.
Yeah.
Sharknado. That's a purposely bad movie. I like stuff like that. But then you got just dumb bad movies, like what was it, Scary Movie 5, which was just bad. So there's a fine line between good bad and bad bad.
Yeah, like Scary Movie 1 through 3 is fine.
Yeah, those are great. Those are funny. 4 and I can't even tell you. I think that's the one with Ashley Tisdale.
It's just one of those things where you just start running out of ideas.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, you need to stop.
And then it turned into the epic
like
movie.
Epic movie was
and
so
disaster
bad.
movie. And
Disaster movie sucked even worse.
It just
was
kept
that the one with
getting
Kim
worse
K,
and
right?
worse. I do not even remember.
I remember the chipmunk scene was the funniest just because I loved the chipmunks turning to zombies thing. But yeah. Everything else was so
I'd never
dumb.
seen it.
It was so dumb.
That sounds so stupid.
It was bad. It was the worst because we would go to Hollywood Video to rent a movie a weekend. That was the worst weekend we had.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I got triggered there.
Yeah, we just went from bad to worse.
Yeah. Speaking of bad to worse, I think we just to clarify, we agreed we were going to do Batman and Robin next, right? So we're going to get that one out of the way.
Yeah, we're going to do all the bad films at the beginning.
Okay.
Just get it over with.
Spoiler alert, Batman and Robin is next.
Because what's going to happen is these episodes are probably going to get longer and longer depending on the films that we do.
When we get more towards the Nolan trilogy.
Yeah, like the Nolan trilogy is like, I'm honestly going to say like those are probably going to be like an hour each because there's just so much we could talk about.
We both like those. But then also when we get to our personal picks, like I know yours is Batman v Superman, mine's Michael Keaton.
Ultimate Edition.
So... Oh, fancy. Okay.
I think those two we have to save for last.
Yeah, because obviously those are two favorites.
Yeah.
So we'll flip a coin who goes last. But anyway, the Nolan trilogy.
But we save the best for last, and then it has to be mine.
It's debatable.
It's the most
we do it at
relevant.
the same time.
All right, I only talk about BVS. You only talk about Batman.
My movie's better than your movie. Just go that.
We're gonna need a.
So we'll go.
We're gonna need to bring a mediator for those.
Yeah, we might actually fight. I'm gonna let you know. So we'll go Batman and Robin next, and then
Batman Forever,
which to me gets better, and then we'll go the Nolan trilogy: Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, and then Batman, Superman, Batman. Or Batman
you forgot about Batman
We need to do
Returns.
Batman Returns at some point down the line too.
Yeah.
So I don't remember where that is on our list. I have to re-listen to that podcast.
Yeah, I'd have to re-listen to episode. It's been so long.
I think we both had it very high.
It's been over a year.
Yeah, it's been over a year.
So
Hey, happy anniversary!
we're past that part.
Happy birthday!
That was back in March, sir.
Happy birthday, work in progress.
We are in June right now.
It's a birthday every day. But yeah, we'll have to go back and listen to where our rankings were because I don't remember where that. I know that was high. I just don't remember where that was. I think it was like 3 for me.
I have a list of it. I know I wrote them down. I just don't have that notebook anymore. I have to find it.
It's not like I can't go back and listen to it.
I have like 4 notebooks full
on
of all
your
my
local
notes.
iTunes and Spotify. Check it out anywhere. YouTube.
It's definitely not on YouTube, but
Check it out. It might be there.
I'd have to find the file.
You should be.
I don't remember where I put that file. So for me to upload it.
It's up his ass and to the left.
I'm pretty sure it's not where it is.
Direct. To the left. Maybe to the right. To the left.
But no, yeah. So do you have any last things you want to say about this movie?
No, but I want to do a closer.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else to say, so you can go ahead and do the closer now.
Yay! Will they finish this podcast? Will they both agree on the next subject? Tune in next week for The Dark Knights.
That was...
same bat podcast, same.